Seeing as how today is December the 31st, New Year's Eve of 2023, I thought it would only be fitting to look into the Bible to see how Israel celebrated their New Year. And I know that it wasn't really New Year Day, but I guarantee it was on everybody's mind at the New Year. So we're going to look in Exodus chapter 12. It says, "And the Lord spake unto Moses and Aaron in the land of Egypt, saying, This month shall be unto you the beginning of months. It shall be the first month of the year to you. Speak ye unto all the congregation of Israel, saying, In the 10th day of this month they shall take to them every man a lamb, according to the house of their fathers, a lamb for a house. And if the house shall be too little for the lamb, let him and his neighbor next unto his house take it according to the number of their souls. Every man according to his eating shall make your count for the lamb. Your lamb shall be without blemish, a male of the first year. Ye shall take it from the sheep or from the goats. And ye shall keep it up until the 14th day of the same month. And the whole assembly of the congregation of Israel shall kill it in the evening. And they shall take of the blood, and strike it on the two side posts and on the upper door post of the houses, wherein they shall eat it. And they shall eat the flesh in that night, roast it with fire and unleavened bread, and with bitter herbs they shall eat it. Eat it not of raw, nor sodden at all with water, but roast it with fire, his head with his legs, and with the purtenance thereof. And ye shall let nothing of it remain until the morning, and that which remaineth of it until the morning ye shall burn with fire. And thus shall ye eat it, with your loins girded, your shoes on your feet, and your staff in your hand, and ye shall eat it in haste. It is the Lord's Passover. For I will pass through the land of Egypt this night, and will smite all the firstborn in the land of Egypt, both man and beast, and against all the gods of Egypt I will execute judgment. I am the Lord." So, what was happening here was, what we call the Passover. God was about to go through and wipe out all the firstborn of Egypt because they were holding Israel as slaves. Well, guess what happened? I don't know how much later. I think around 1,500 years later. Guess what happened during Passover? A lot of you may already know. But Israel was looking and remembering God's deliverance that he gave them from Egypt through the putting of the blood of the lamb on their doorpost. That's what they'd be thinking about every beginning of the year. Now, we tend to think about when the New Year's coming. The thing that we're thinking the most about is staying up till midnight on the New Year's Eve night, and just how much booze we can consume. And probably a lot of other terrible things that we like to do in this country because we love our sex and alcohol. You know that old saying, drugs, sex, and rock and roll. That's all we care about. What makes us feel good in the moment. But you know, Jesus was with his disciples on the Passover. It says, "Ye know that after 2 days is the feast of the Passover." This is Matthew chapter 26, verse 2. "And the Son of Man is betrayed to be crucified." So he's letting his disciples know that it's about to happen. That he's going to be betrayed on the Passover. And he ate that Passover meal with his disciples. And they arrested him that very night. And as Israel escaped the next day after the Passover from Egypt because God delivered them, well, the next day Jesus was taken to the cross. He's our Passover sacrifice. He's that perfect lamb. His blood was put on the doorpost. It was all over him. Jesus said he is the door. That perfect blood from that perfect lamb was put upon the doorpost of our hearts so that we may be passed over in that last day. Jesus gave his life for us. And when God looks and sees the blood of the lamb upon the door of our heart, he'll pass over us. He'll let us live. He will bring us into eternity with him. We get to escape sin. We get to escape Egypt. That's what he did. While everyone is out celebrating New Year's tomorrow, and there's so many people getting drunk, so many people dying from drunken car wrecks, children being conceived out of wedlock, and then possibly being killed in the womb because nobody wanted them, because all we care about is ourselves and what we want to do right now, while everybody's celebrating and acting like heathen in this world because the new year is coming. We need to close out our new year with Christ on our mind and wake up in the morning continuing to follow him and preaching the gospel, that maybe some others may be saved before it's too late. Because today is the day of salvation. Tomorrow may be too late. We're coming up to the end of the world. The end of the ages upon us. And before much longer, after he comes and fulfills everything he said he will when he comes again, there will be time no more. And if there is no time, then you have no time to be saved. You need to get your house in order today, because you're not guaranteed a tomorrow. And we all know there's going to be a lot of tomorrows that never come for a lot of people because of the revelry they're going to engage in this New Year's Eve. So be praying for people, because there's just so much death and heartache going to be happening because they just want to have fun. God bless y'all. Have a happy New Year. Be safe. May God be with you.